So the other day I'd done a video, kind of like a quick random ass video, and this video was on a 18 volt Makita 3 amp hour battery, which this one is, and this is the one that the charger rejected. And the main reason why the charger rejected it is because this onboard charging chip that it's got, or something in the brain pack that it's got, has locked it out. Don't work in any tools. The battery level reader on the impact driver that I had, well, I've still got it, but it's a emergency backup, that has a battery gauge on it, and it tells me that it's 3/4 or half full. And as you can see, I've already had this thing open because I shot it on a camcorder, but that one's now failed and has corrupted all the files. So I'm just not going to bother trying to salvage any footage off that. I'm going to start again. So this battery has served me well. It's about 5 years old, give or take a few months, and it's a 3 amp hour 18 volt lithium ion, and this thing's been through hell and it's finally packed up. 5 years of service I am surprised at, considering they sat for about roughly, oh blimey, probably about 4 or 5 months inactive, just sat and not do a lot, like get used every so often, but they've been subjected to heavy use the past 4 years, so I ain't surprised that this thing's give up. So this one has the charge protection on it with the little star. You can get the batteries without them, but I don't know if you can get them anymore. Probably not. It's a thing of the past. Whereas it didn't have, or I think it had this, but I'm not sure. I've never seen them. I've heard about them, but I've never seen them. So let's pop the lid off it, if I'm gonna do it one-handed. There we go. So like I said, this battery's half full, so it can still pack a hefty whack. If I was to put a thumb on that terminal and a thumb and a finger there, I'll get one hell of a belt. It's DC, so it'll probably be enough to severely injure oneself or probably kill oneself, because it's not just the volts, it's the amps as well combined that kill you. So yeah, not a lot to it really. What can I say? Not a lot to this, and I'm being very careful what I do. And it's a bit weird because I'm doing it through the view of the camera, if you know what I mean. So that there is to communicate with the charger or the tool that you're using. And this is the onboard protection for the battery pack. It's got charge protection, like overcharge protection, undercharge protection. It's even got overheat protection, I think. Don't hold me to it, I'm not sure on these batteries. I think they do have thermal overload on them, because let's face it, if you get these batteries hot enough, they can combust. And if you get the cheap ones, which you can off eBay, and believe it or not, Amazon, you can get cheap ones. I've got cheap ones, 2 of them, but then being decommissioned in a couple of days because I'm replacing them, as I've got a load more powerful batteries than 3 amp hours. I've got 4 3 amp hours, no, 5, sorry, 3 of these ones and 2 cheapos. The cheap ones are shit. They still have this thing with the yellow tab on it, but it doesn't have undercharge protection. It just tells the charger when it's full. It doesn't cut off, and I've had it so that when I've been using these batteries, they don't cut out. When I first got it, I drained it right down to enough where the point was the drill was just about turning over. The battery pack got red hot, and that's not good, because you can fuck the cells doing that. But with the only plus side to the fake ones compared to these ones is they have a lot more output fully charged compared to these ones when they're fully charged. But so like they're going head to head like this, the fake one goes down first and this one lasts a lot longer. But what do you get? What do you expect? You pay peanuts, you get monkeys. And it's the same thing, you get what you pay for. So I'm not sure what batteries these are. I'm not sure if they're in parallel or series. I am guessing they're all in series with each other. I'm going to try and get this out, but again, like I said, this thing's half full and they are more than capable of delivering one hell of a shock and a bang. So if you take one of these apart, do it at your own risk. Don't try it at home. But one thing, as you can see, I've been in here before, like I said, shot a previous video, but that was gone, failed, whatever. This is a lot of grime and crap on this. They put silicone over this, or some kind of resin. It feels like it's just standard silicone, really, to stop any moisture getting in. But there is stuff under here. You got wires going off for, I'm guessing it'll either be thermo or, like I said, charging status. I'm not really too sure. But yeah, not a lot to these really. I'm not going to go into depth because I don't really know a lot about electronics, if I'm totally honest. But what do you expect? Nice big terminals, nice big thick buzz bars, as you can see here. And I'm not sure what kind of cells these are. Let's see if I can get this out. I'll have to put the camera down for this one. Back in a minute. The pack has now been removed. That was a bit of a struggle. But as you can see, a lot of crap's been building up in here. But it's nice foam on the indents, stop it rubbing through on the battery cells. But yeah, so I'm not sure what you can do with these batteries, if I'm totally honest. I don't really know. If you're wondering, that's just so I don't damage my dresser. But I fucked it anyway. But yeah, so that's now the battery pack out. You got 2 rows of, below me, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I'm guessing these are in, gingerly guessing they're in series with each other. So these are Samsung cells, and I'm guessing these are 18650s. Actually, I've got an 18650 here. Let's see if I can get it out. Screws are delicate, by the way. It's the only thing I could think of to stop scratching this top bit here. But let's see if I can get this out without giving myself a shock. Yeah, they're 18650s. So if it's the same as what this one's a Samsung. It's not going to focus for me today, is it? I'll have to read it out. 3.7 volt. 3000 milliamp hour, so it'd be the same as these. Why I've got one of these is for my electronic vape. I won't get into reasons why I've got it. But yeah, so that's pretty much it. Just a very vague walkthrough on what's what, and yeah, so that's pretty much it. I might change my mind on that. I think they are in parallel, to be honest. I can't really tell. I've tried taking this black stuff off, but it's sparked, so nope. Just no, I'm not going to mess with this. I'm just going to put it back in its case and see about recycling this thing. So this battery is nearly 6 years old, because it was made on the 11th month of 2012. 8th day, 8th to the 11th, 2012. I don't know. Anyway, it's fucked, so it's going in the bin. Well, it's not going in the bin, if any of you are wondering. I'm actually going to take this down to the scrap heap and see if they can recycle it. If not, I'll have to look on the interwebs and see what the process is for recycling old lithium batteries. I shouldn't see why they won't accept lithium batteries, because it's rechargeable batteries at the end of the day, and I don't really know. yeah, be interested to see what it is. But anyways, I've got things to do. This is a quick little video. Sorry it's not in depth, I'm not really clued up on all this stuff. But yeah, so that can be a little table ornament for now. But anyways, thanks for watching. Catch you next one.